Greetings, this is Arletta coming live and direct from Arletta Unleashed. And today I am airing my public confession of being a slave to status quo. And in my confession, I confess to being a coward. I confess to being a liar of half-truths. I confess to being guilty of maintaining silence, which implied my implicit agreement instead of speaking what I knew and felt to be right and correct. And I willfully and deliberately chose to portray and convey the impression of having ideas that directly contradicted my deepest and most heartfelt beliefs. And I confess to doing this because of my blind allegiance to not just status quo, but the status quo of the Black community, and where I was so scared of being ostracized and rejected and potentially labeled as being anti-Black or anti-Black female or anti-Black male, when my love and dedication to the Black community has been one of the guiding forces of my life. And so I confess in my ego's need and desire for approval and for acceptance and to be connected to the whole groupthink of quote unquote Black consciousness and quote unquote Black community, and the cords that I've deliberately bound myself to as far as that blind allegiance, and the prison that I deliberately chained myself into to maintain that allegiance. I confess to doing so. And so today, I am making a public announcement of choosing to liberate myself from that blind allegiance, choosing to allow myself for the first time to free, be freely expressed, be authentically represented, be in full integrity with all aspects of my spirit, my soul, and my being. And whatever passes forth from my lips from this point forward is my unadulterated, unabashed truth of what resonates with me as far as how I perceive reality in the world. And I'm no longer scared. I'm no longer afraid. I'm no longer imprisoned to my ego's need for the approval of the groupthink of quote unquote Black consciousness, when it clearly violates what I hold to be true myself. And I wanted to share this because this is a point or time of celebration. This is something that I've endeavored to get to this point of personal freedom of expression my whole life. And I am here, finally. Thank you. And so, my intent is, in sharing this with you, is to facilitate as I've given myself permission, the encouragement and the environment and the thought form of you giving yourself permission to be fully integrity with yourself and to speak your truth and to release whatever artificial ties that bind you to any status quo. And let us set the world on fire in our honesty and in our for integrity and in our for truth. And I thank you for witnessing my confession and my public announcement of my personal liberation. Until next time, peace.